Okay, so here's homework 5.4, adding and subtracting rational expressions, and this is number 8. So what I'm going to do is just go through the steps of everything that I need to do. I have two fractions that are being subtracted, so in order to do that I need to find a common denominator. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what does the common denominator need to be. Okay, and I look here and I have a 4 and a 5, so I know that they need to have a 20 in common. And then it looks like everybody needs to have an x squared and a y. So now what I'm going to do, that I've found that common denominator, is I'm going to figure out what are the fancy ones that I need to multiply by in each fraction in order to make the denominators be the same. So in order to make the first denominator here, a 4x squared times y, become my common denominator, I need to multiply the top and bottom by a 5. That is going to give me 25y all over 20x squared y. I need to subtract my second fraction, but first I need to figure out what its fancy one is. It looks like I need to multiply the top and bottom by a 4x squared y in order to make it have a matching denominator. Notice that in the top I have a binomial in the second fraction. I'm going to have to distribute my fancy one in the top. What I end up with when I do that is I will get 4x cubed y, and then I will get minus 16x squared y squared. Okay? And that is all over my common denominator of 20x squared y. Now what I need to do is I need to do the next step, and I need to make it into one big fraction. So my denominator stays the same. He's not going to change. And I'm going to put the entire top in one big section. So I'm going to get 25y. And I need to subtract everything in the second fraction. So I will get minus 4x cubed y. And then I will subtract a negative 16, which will make it a positive 16x squared y squared. The final step is to simplify. 4, 25, 16, and 20 have nothing in common. All four things do not share an x, but all four things do share a y. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to cancel out a y from every single term. It is the exact same thing as undistributing a y in the top and then canceling it with the bottom. So my final answer is going to look like this. 25 minus 4x cubed plus 16x squared. Okay, and you can rewrite that in standard form if you would like. And in the denominator, I will end up with, oh, there's also a y up here, I'm sorry. Okay, and then in the denominator, I get 20x squared. And that is the answer to number 8.